Elaine, sorry. It's been a long 9 years.
It has been a very long 9 years.
Your thoughts when you heard that guilty verdict?
You know, this entire process has been surreal from the moment Dylan went missing until we found his remains. You know, we've lived in this world of not knowing what happened to my son. We all have speculations. I think the defense or the prosecution did a wonderful job in laying out what happened to my son in the last hours of his life. And I think it was pretty clear that the right verdict was given today.
You could really, almost literally feel the emotion in that courtroom when the guilty verdict was read, an audible sigh of relief from your side. Can you tell me what was going through your mind, in your heart, when you heard guilty?
There's so many emotions right now. I mean, you know, I've cried, I've been mad. Right now, I'm ready to start remembering Dylan and his story rather than the gruesome details of his death. And I think it's important to carry on, you know, his story and try to prevent this from happening again. You know, we've got to stop violence in our families. And, you know, I hope this case, you know, helps people learn to deal with their anger and frustration in different ways, because this never should have happened to my son.
Can you tell me your thoughts about your ex-husband right now?
I think he's where he belongs, and I really don't have an opinion either way of him.
And can you tell me how you would like people to remember Dylan?
Everybody that knows Dylan knows how to remember him, you know, because he really brought a lot of joy into everybody's life, and he's unforgettable. And that's what we'll focus on.
Can you tell me just in general what this last, I have an idea what the last 9 years have been like, but the 4 weeks of this trial, what it's been like for you and your family?
It's been hard. It's been up and down, and, you know, there's been a lot of rules and a lot of emotions. But you know, we're family strong, and we just stayed together, and we have so many people, this community, who have been there for us since day one, and they continued. Anything we need, people have been there for us, and I'm greatly appreciative to everybody who's worked on this case for the last 9 years, and to everyone who stood by us.
Were you concerned when you heard that the jury had reached a verdict that it was going to be not guilty?
You know, I sat in court and I looked at the evidence, and I was pretty positive that, you know, the facts would speak for themselves, and I think they did.
And there's no question in your mind that your ex-husband killed Dylan?
There was never any question in my mind. If there was, I would find the rightful killer, because I believe justice needs to be served to the one who took my son's life, not to just some random person. Mark is going to be penalized for what he did to my son, and he knows as well as us that he was the one who took Dylan's life.
And then lastly, before I get to Corey, were you wearing anything of Dylan's today, or carrying anything of his, or something to remember him by specifically today?
Yeah, I mean, I always wear my wristbands. I have so much jewelry and everything else that people have given to me over the years. My necklace with me and Dill on there, you know, that stays on my neck all the time. But Dill's in my heart. He's in my head. He's in my mind. He's in my everyday living. So a trinket can't, you know, hold my emotion and show my emotion that I have for him. But he's always with us.
And always will be, I assume?
Always will be, yeah.
One more, I lied. What do you do tonight?
Tonight, we're going to let our hair down. We are going to let our hair down, and that's about all I'll say.
All right, let me get to Corey. You want me to switch sides?
Yeah. No, you know what? With the sun, let's keep it the same. Just switch to.
Okay. Good?
Yeah.
Corey, what was going through your mind when you heard the guilty verdict?
That the right person was held accountable, and as a collective family and everything that we put through it and all the hard work, it was a relief for all of our family to know that the hard work was paid off with a guilty verdict.
Were there any mixed feelings because it was your father?
Absolutely. I, would rather be here to see him under different circumstances, but the circumstances, he's, guilty for killing my little brother, and that'll be the last time, I ever see, or he'll be the last day he'll ever be in my life. So
Can you describe the emotion in that courtroom? I know what I felt. Can you tell me what you were feeling?
there was a lot of emotions in there. It was a very powerful moment. Like I said, this community and all the La Plata County sheriffs, the district attorney's office, everybody has put a lot of work into this. And so all that hard work and, it creates a lot of emotions. And when all of the past 9 years get boiled down to that last, 30 minutes, it definitely, has a strong effect inside the courtroom.
Can you tell me, I asked your mom, but can you tell me how you want people to remember Dylan? How will you remember Dylan?
I'll remember Dylan for what he was when he was alive, how bright and how powerful he was as a young child. These 9 years have been focused on his death, and it's a complete misrepresentation of who Dylan really was. So, going forward, our family will do everything we can to keep Dylan's, who he was as a person in the forefront of our minds, and try to live, our best life for him, and make him proud of us.
And two more quick ones. I know it's hard to summarize, but what have these 9 years been like for you?
They've been hard. There's a lot of emotions and a lot of just resources and a lot of facts that come at you, and you never know how to handle these things. So the learning curve of getting to where we are today was definitely hard for us, but we're proud to be so united and get to where we are today.
And your thoughts about your father right now?
He's where he belongs. He's Dylan's murderer, and that's what he'll be remembered and how he'll have to live the rest of his life. So he can may God have sympathy for him, but as far as me, he's no longer a part of my thoughts or with me at all. So
Thank you both very much. Just stand there 1 second, if you don't mind. Just shots. How long are you going to stay in town for?
We're not sure yet. We kind of keep debating back and forth. We've got a whole apartment that we need to move out of. So
Down here?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
I've been here 5 weeks.
The whole trial, yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were wondering if you were going back and forth, or
Yeah, I've been down here 5 weeks. So yeah.
Right.
I mean, that was our plan the whole time. I mean, this was important, and so we had to make it a priority, and we did.
And where do you live now?
I live in Florence, Colorado.
Okay. And when do you live in the spring?
Monument.
Monument, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe go back in the next couple of days or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did you chat with prosecutors just now? Yeah.
We did.
Must have been emotional.
It was emotional, We never could have gotten here without them. And, Christian put this team together, and he did an awesome job. They're awesome men. I mean, they are loyal. They are just kind, empathetic. We had the dream team. We really
Yeah.
did. I mean, they were just stellar. And
Well, they brought Michael Doherty down from Boulder.
oh yeah, yeah. And then all the support staff. They kept everything together. For us, trying to arrange, housing, whatever we needed. So we just really do appreciate everybody in this building.
And you have such a great support system, it looks like.
We
Friends
do.
and family.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. There goes Michael. He's going home.
Could you,
Do you need to? Can you?
yeah. So maybe tonight just hang out with friends and family.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah.
And so, I was trying to figure out how many family members are there here with you?
Well, everybody that has been through this journey with us is family, but my sisters are here, and my husband, and my kids, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
I just.
No, we're good.
No, we're good. Thanks.
Thank you. Sorry, can I